Hi guys, how are you? So today we will start analyzing an extended grammar unit in English, the conditionals. So this is part one, the types of conditionals, an introduction. So what is a conditional? A conditional, to start with, is an if sentence, but this is not enough, but because it's followed by a main sentence. So there are two parts in a conditional. First, there is the if sentence. If it rains, a condition, right? And then B, there is the main sentence, the result. We won't go out. So if it rains, we won't go out. Another issue is when I use the comma between the if sentence and the main sentence. Well, when I start using the if sentence, like here, if he comes, we will meet. I must always use the comma. But if I invert the two parts of the conditionals and start with the main sentence, I must not use the comma. So we will meet if he comes. Can I always invert the parts of a conditional? Yes, I can. Here, you can see a chart of the three main conditionals. There are more, but everything starts from here. And the reason why I created this is because I wanted to show you the logic that lies beneath the conditional. So first things first, all of them, because they're conditionals, start with the word if. Now, I want us together to observe the tenses that are involved in each conditional. In the first conditional, I use present simple. To get to the second, what's behind present simple? Past simple. And what's behind past simple? Past perfect. So I see here that in order to change the first conditional to the second and the second to the third, I just need to take the verbs and move them a step back on the line of time. The same happens in the main sentence. I see that in the first conditional, I use will, behind it, there is would. And behind would, that is a modal, there is a modal perfect, would have done. Similarly, behind can, there is could. Behind could, that is a modal, there is a modal perfect, could have done. And so on and so forth. Except for that, what I must always keep in mind is what each conditional expresses. Real or unreal? And does it refer to the present and future? They go together, or the past. So the first conditional, and I'm going to explain what that means, shows something real in the present and future. The second conditional still refers to the present and future. Look here, but it shows something unreal. And the third shows something unreal, but this is the only conditional that refers to the past. So I have a real present and future, first conditional. Unreal present and future, second conditional. Unreal past, third conditional. Now, let's observe them one by one. So we said that the first conditional shows something real in the present and future. To make the first conditional, of course, I need if, and then present simple, and then a modal, will, can, must, may, or an imperative, an order. For example, if you come is present simple, we will meet. If you come now or tomorrow, so present or future, we will meet. This is what I want to do, so it's real. Similarly, if you come, we may meet, another modal. There is a slight difference in meaning here because this shows possibility, but it's real. If you come now or tomorrow or in an hour, present and future, we may meet. This is true, it's real, this is a possibility. If you come, imperative now, order, we're here. Call me. How will I go from the first conditional to the second? Do you remember? What's behind present simple? Past simple. What's behind will? Would. Second conditional. What's behind present simple? Past simple. What's behind will? Would. And behind can? Could. The second conditional, remember, shows something unreal. Unreal means that it can't happen or it doesn't happen. And it refers to the present and future. For example, if I had money now or tomorrow, but I don't have money, don't is present simple. I would buy a car, but I won't buy a car because I don't have money. So this conditional describes an unreal condition, an unreal situation in the present or future. If you spoke English, past simple, but you don't, you could take the job, but you won't take it because you don't speak English. Unreal situation in the present and future. How will I go from the second to the third? What's behind past simple? Past perfect. What's behind would? That is a modal perfect. Would have done. So what's behind past simple? Past perfect. What's behind would? That is a modal perfect. Would have done. And behind could, excuse me, yes, behind could, that is a modal, another modal perfect, could have done, and so on and so forth. The third conditional, we said that it expresses something unreal in the past. So something that didn't or couldn't have happened. So, for example, if I had seen you, past perfect, but I didn't see you, past tense, I would have talked to you, but I didn't talk to you because I didn't see you. So this is an unreal condition in the past. If they had finished, maybe earlier, but they didn't finish, they would have gone out, but they didn't go out because they didn't finish. Unreal in the past. Now, be careful. There is also the zero conditional. Lots of grammar books present the zero conditional together with the first. I understand the reason why, but I prefer to show it separately. So the zero conditional shows the general truth. And because it's general truth, I see that present simple is used in both parts after if, right? Because every time you do that, every time, and what is expressed through the zero conditional, I mean, every time you get the same result. So if you freeze water, freeze, present simple, it becomes ice. Every time you freeze it, every time you get ice. That's a natural reality. If you steal money, you go to jail, you go to prison. Every time you steal money, every time you go to jail. That's a social reality. In both cases, we're referring to a general truth. Another interesting word that it involves a hidden if sentence is unless. After unless, because that un is negative, so it's as if I have not in it, I need a positive verb. So unless means if I don't, if you don't, if he doesn't, if she doesn't. For example, I can say, unless you help, I won't make it. Which means that unless you help means, you can see it here underlined, if you don't help, I won't make it. Be careful, I use the subject, the same subject. Unless you help means if you don't help. If it was like, unless he helps, that would be if he doesn't help, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first part. I urge you to go to the second part, right? See you soon.